You know those dogs look exactly like the dogs from Hunger Games.
There's a waterfall right there.
Where?
Right there.
Where the urn.
Oh, I see it coming out. I see an urn back there, then I see a waterfall coming.
Yeah, there's a spillway behind the urn.
This is how the master does it. He gets underwater and he takes a picture of a fish going by.
He does not get along with Ray.
He doesn't get along with Ray.
So I get a call at 9:30 at night from a panicked woman. She's having a problem with her pond. She needs help. So I asked her to send me a few pictures, give me a chance to look at them. Determined that she's got a leak in her pond. We don't know why, but the liner is bubbling up. Fish are soon going to be out of the pond. They didn't know how to turn it off. So I said, well, my husband's here. I can't drive the truck and trailer. Let me see if he's on board. We'll come up and see if we can help.
At night?
At night. 10:30 at night, we're driving up here. You know, Ray says to me, he's like, so did you talk to them about a service call? And I said, no.
Yeah, you were just carrying
about. Fish are in trouble. We need to go help them. So we got here 11 o'clock at night, flashlight, figured out it was a double-lined pond.
The water's going in between the two liners.
So we got the water shut off, and we got in there and got the fish that were kind of trapped out. Said we'll be back in the morning to assess the situation. That led us to realize that a concreted border around it required us to renovate the whole pond.
It sounds like a pretty big dog, and it says beware of the dog. I might.
He's locked up.
Oh.
He is locked up.
Okay, then I'll go in.
So that was the first time we rescued these koi. And then this winter, we had a very deep temperature change, about 50 degrees. It had been a mild fall.
Oh, this is the pond that they overfed the fish too late in the season and they had a problem digesting the food.
One by one over the course of 2 weeks, the end of January, everyone started floating, sticking to ice. We came up each time the homeowner saw one, rescued them.
And there she is.
Brought them back. Out of 37 koi, we were able to save 31.
Wow. There's so much stuff going on here when I'm just looking at this.
And while they were in waiting for temperatures to warm up, the homeowners decided to do a renovation and make the pond larger.
That was this last
That spring, yep. So we did the renovation and then moved them back in.
How you doing?
Fine,
I'm the pond guy, Greg.
Nice to meet you, Greg. I'm Whitney.
Hi, Whitney. How are you? Is that a big puppy over there? What kind of dog? What kind of dog is that?
Italian Mastiffs.
Oh my gosh. Big giant dog.
2 of them.
Can we see them? Are they friendly or not friendly?
We can see them, but
They're friendly.
Do they bite you?
One's kind of a...
Look at how many big jumbo koi are down here. Oh my gosh. And then I'm going to call this the flower pond. You know those dogs look exactly like the dogs from Hunger Games.
Oh, that's great. Can you put that in the middle? Sure.
He does not get along with Ray.
He doesn't get along with Ray. So they're bull mastiffs?
No, they're Italian Mastiffs.
Italian Mastiffs.
They're called Cane Corso.
Hi. Oh, he's wagging his tail.
He'll act like he's your friend and then he'll nip your hand.
So how long have you had this water feature?
so we did the first renovation in 17. Actually, 16.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah, and you had it a number of years
before that. Yeah, we had about 4 years before that.
So you called her at late night with an emergency situation and she was able to rectify it, and then that's how she became your pond lady.
Absolutely, she was amazing. Yes, it was the best phone call. Actually, my husband found the number and I chose the number because there were 2. Remember, you had your cell phone. I happened to call the cell phone in.
So this is a beautiful, beautiful yard and a beautiful pond.
Yeah.
So how do you enjoy it?
All the time, just weekends when I can. I'll sit out here and I'll read.
And your husband too?
Well, he doesn't relax as much as I do, but
so this
he's
is really
busy working for this all.
This is your baby.
Yeah, but
and
he loves it as well. I mean, he does love the pond.
And these are all baby koi that
they were just born, yeah, this
spring, and they're already that big.
Bring it
This
over.
dog is stepping on my foot and I can't even move. I can't even, it was like, I'm stuck.
Jax actually likes you.
Say hi. Yes, you know that I'm a dog guy.
Don't fight.
Yeah.
There's a waterfall right there.
Where?
Oh, yeah,
Where the urn?
Oh, I see it coming out. I see an urn back there, then I see a waterfall coming out. So the urn spills way into a spillway, or what is it?
Yeah, there's a spillway behind the urn. That was last year's edition.
Okay, so this is an addictive hobby.
Oh yeah, my husband's already talking about it again. I'm like,
Wait a minute. I thought you said this was your hobby and your husband's trying to make it bigger.
This is his thing, but I love it.
I just asked her. She said her husband works too much and she enjoys it, and now she's saying he wants to make it bigger.
I didn't say this wasn't his initiation and his baby. He just doesn't really get to enjoy it as much as I do.
So what we did here this spring, while the fish were away at camp, we had a intake bay in this corner, and we redid this to this corner and moved it all the way back here to the new intake, which was a little bit bigger than the last old intake, and we had the weir base so we could actually physically take in more debris. And here's our pump covers here as well. They have our auto doser, aquascape color changing lights. But we created almost a 1,400 gallon upgrade in this spot, and of course the plants are just coming in so beautiful just because of the amount of fish load that's in here and the waste that's being consumed by all these plants.
So my big orange fish right there, he's a male. I found him in the ice, and he was literally, his head was like bent backward when I was like getting them out of the ice, and then called Ray, and then Ray came and helped me over the course of 2 weeks get all of the fish, basically all of the fish out, because whatever was going on, it crashed, it did whatever it did, but it's surprising to me that he's actually alive because he was in horrible shape.
Well, kind of hard to see here, but there is a wetland filter in here, and it's kind of set aside to where all the impatiens are. You can see the water coming out. So there's all kinds of water flow in here. Waterfalls, the wetland, and a waterfall over here.
This never gets old for me, and the fact that Lisa and Ray were able to solve a customer's problem with their fish, it shows that they're truly passionate about what they do, and that's what we're looking for. We're always looking for passionate people. Alex, you getting inspiration?
For what?
New shade of hair color.
Oh, maybe. I was actually thinking an orange or a yellow for fall.
So we are with the team from Land Vista, and what do we got going on here today, Lisa?
We were called in by this homeowner. She had a pond built a few years prior.
So another rehab.
Another rehab. They spent a lot of money to have it done. Unfortunately, it was functionally...
So they hired a contractor that didn't know what he was doing. Have you heard that one before, guys?
Oh,
Of course.
yeah.
This never ever gets old. Let's go see how someone else is living the aquascape lifestyle out here in Jersey. Look at all the chairs set up. Of course.
So one of the challenges
Wow.
for us is from this deck to the back fence is a 4-foot slope.
So it was sloping away. Wow, look at that water. It was sloping away, but yet look at that hydrangeas back there, the Japanese maples. So this was nice because you already had some established landscaping, right?
Actually, no, we
Not
wound
really.
up ripping the whole entire pond out, and this is all landscaping that's been put in since.
So how long has this been going?
This is second year.
Wow, and it's that full? Wow. And those fish hear us. They are ready. They are ready to get fed. Look at them. Absolutely spectacular. And you know what it is? The biofalls is back in there. It looks like it's coming out of the woods. It literally does, with the hydrangeas over top of them. That's got to be a 7-8 foot high tall hydrangea plant with the Japanese maple. Just look at the different textures, even inside the pond. What kind of aquatic plant is that?
Butterfly bush?
Okay, so you got a butterfly bush put in the pond. And look at how well it's doing. I've never actually seen a butterfly bush in the water, but obviously it's thriving. Yeah. Everything is thriving back here. And so you got a wetland on this and a biofalls, huh? Yep. So that's how. So what was it like when you got here?
There was very little stability to the shells. Everything was kind of falling in, tumbling in, liner bottom, just thick green algae constantly, just unable to create that ecosystem balance. So we came in, renovated the whole entire pond.
So I'm looking at it right now. So you've got a wetland filter over there.
A wetland.
You got a biofalls over here, and then you have an intake bay. So why don't I can see the leaves getting skimmed over here? Why don't you describe what the intake bay does and how it works?
A pump vault created with aqua blocks to create a draw similar to a skimmer. However, you don't have that mechanical component to it. It's a little more disguised. And this just makes it easy to kind of come in and scoop debris, especially this time of year.
Yeah, you can just come right over here with a net or a rake and come in here and pull the leaves out. Very nice. Got a little blooming canna, huh? Beautiful.
I think this is probably one of the last projects you were in the field for, right?
Yes, this was one of my last builds.
So you got your hands dirty on this one, huh, Lisa?
I did.
You know what I want to do? I want to sit right here and not leave. With that view. So I love all the activity. You know, you got some papyrus right here. You got some thalia. This incredible butterfly bush planted directly into the bank of this pond. And look at how healthy it is. Hibiscus, Japanese maple, hydrangeas. Look at how the edging, it just blends in. This canopy over here. Just absolutely terrific work. Got some boulders on this side. And then, of course, guys, the seating area, the hardscape to sit and enjoy it. The only thing that I don't like about my job is having to leave. I've been hanging out in this pond, taking pictures and video of the fish, and just enjoying it. So what was the homeowner's reaction when you turned this thing in compared to what they had before, Ray?
Oh, they love it.
They spent a lot of time out here. You said they're retired?
They are. Yep. They are. Yes, fire pits usually go in over here, sit out here with their cocktails in the evening.
Imagine that. And that's what it's all about, living the aquascape lifestyle. I love getting out and seeing my customers, seeing the spectacular work. You guys do spectacular work out here. And isn't it a joy to be able to create your art for other people?
Absolutely.
I mean, look at this. Just spectacular. If you want to live the aquascape lifestyle too, then like, comment, subscribe, and follow along so more people can see what living the aquascape lifestyle is all about. I love my art.